What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be doing a really quick breakfast for you. We're going to be doing a grit bowl with some bacon, some cheese, and of course I got to make it a little fresh. I'm going to have a little bit of kind of like a pico de gallo that's going to go inside there, and all you're going to need is going to have some white onion, tomato, some cilantro, and some lime, and then of course the cheese. The cream cheese is going to be for the grits. That's pretty much going to make it nice and creamy, and of course some bacon. So let's jump right into it and get it right over to the stove. Alright guys, you're going to get yourself a medium saucepan, throw some water in it, go ahead and grab your grits. Just go ahead and toss some of that grits in there. You do it based on how much you need. Once you got your grits in there, you're going to let that boil down. These grits, they get popping, so make sure you wear you some armor or something, because it's going to pop up on you. But we're going to go ahead and let this thicken up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, now you can see that the consistency is a little bit different. It's still very watery, but what I've noticed with grits is you want to stop cooking it at a certain point, because what's going to end up happening is if you just let your grits kind of sit for a little bit, it's still going to be absorbing all that water, and it's going to get super thick. So if you want to have really creamy grits, I would say you can still keep it on the pan around this time whilst you put the cream cheese in, but you don't want to have it super thick in there to the point where if you let it sit for a little bit whilst you cook other things, it kind of just, you know, blocks up into a grit cake or something like that. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to grab some cream cheese, and probably just about that amount, and we'll see what it does. Alright guys, now that we've gotten this all mixed in, I actually turned my fire off, so I'm literally just letting the heat kind of melt up whatever little bit of the cream cheese is left. And if you can see, oh yeah, super creamy, nice and thick, but not too watery. And what we're gonna do next is we're actually gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some butter, because you gotta have butter with the grits. You can use butter, margarine, whatever you got in the fridge. Use as much as you think is good. I think that should be good enough for me. Just go ahead and mix that guy on in there. So here we go, we got the butter in there, and literally you just take your shredded cheese. You can take whatever cheese you like. I have Monterey Colby Jack cheese. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of that in there. Be as generous as you would like. I like to put just a little bit just to melt it into there, and then later on I can add a little extra cheese onto that. I think the key to really good grits is just, you gotta stay on it. Some people like to leave the grits to go cook something else. They stop stirring it, and then the grits don't come out that good. You gotta really pay attention when you're cooking, especially with grits. Here we go, we got the cheese in there, so now you got a nice cheesy, gooey grit. So next what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add some seasoning to this. Alright guys, let's go in with a little bit of this garlic, black pepper, and of course slap your mama. Of course you don't want to really slap your mama, but this right here, I have to say, it's really good. So let's go ahead, let's move on to the bacon, and then we'll do the pico, and then we'll be good to put our bowl together. Well, actually, let's go ahead and do the pico first, then we'll do the bacon so the bacon's nice and hot, and then we'll put everything into there. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, now we're gonna go ahead and just throw some bacon in there. A little bit of, hear that sizzle? My pan isn't big enough, so I just gotta make do. And whilst this is cooking, I'm actually going to go over here and I'm going to make my pico. If you want to see how I make the pico de gallo or the pico de guac, I'm not doing the pico de guac now because I don't have avocados. Check out my other video. Check the link right here. And you'll be able to see the video where I actually make that. Something fresh that you can add to any dish. But I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, we got the bacon all fried up. And yeah, I know my bacon's, it's a little weak, but bacon nonetheless. We're gonna go ahead and actually I forgot to add that we're gonna do some eggs. I actually love eggs a little undercooked with the yellow on the inside. We're just gonna use some of that bacon fat. I poured some of that out, add the eggs to it. I want that yellow to be kind of undercooked. So we're gonna flip them real quick. And then once these get all nice and done, we're pretty much gonna go ahead and lay everything out. Man, it broke. I hate when it breaks like that. But anyways, we're gonna get it done. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. Trust me, you're gonna love it. All right, guys, now we got everything together. What we're gonna do is just go ahead and make our little grit bowl. Let's get our grits here. If you have a ladle, it's probably better. You're just gonna go ahead and pour the grits into the bowl. Nice and creamy, guys. This looks amazing. Put a little extra in there. Then, what I like to do is go ahead and put the pico in first. Just layer some of that in there. Grab some more of this. Lay it in there like that. Good 3 scoops should be good. And if you want more, add more. It's up to you. And for the bacon, I like to break the bacon up. Some people like to have it whole. Me, I like to break it on up. Just so I have a little bit of everything in each particular bite. Could present this all fancy like you guys, but hey, this is how I do it. Get your hands a little dirty sometimes, but it always comes out really, really good. Then literally you just go ahead, grab your egg, and I'm mad because my egg popped. You lay that right on the top, and boom, there you have it. A beautiful breakfast. It's fresh, it's hearty. It's probably not the healthiest, I'll be honest with you guys, but hey, sometimes delicious is not that healthy. So till the next time, guys, take it easy. Eat well, try to eat healthy as much as you can, but sometimes if you can't, have yourself a beautiful, delicious grit bowl. Take care, have a great morning. See you guys soon.